Welcome to War Thunder with Subdued. How y'all doing today? Well, patch day! Yay! Alright. We've gotten a new aircraft for the United States. The F-101C. Now, for those of you that don't know it, the Voodoo was originally designed as a long-range escort fighter. It was designed to escort B-29s, B-50s, B-47s, B-45s, and eventually B-52s to their targets. But it then became quite evident that even the long-range penetration fighter or long-range escort fighter could not escort a plane like a B-52 or a B-47. They just didn't have the range. And the surface-to-air missiles that the Soviets created made it quite impossible for anybody to survive in that atmosphere. But what we get in War Thunder is the F-101C. Now, it is the same plane as the A model, but it has strengthened wings, which will give it a better high end as far as being able to pull G's. I think it's like the original was like 6.5, now it's up to 7.5. But the F-101C, A and C, were then moved over to Tactical Air Force. TAC Air was designed or was designated for tactical strikes against targets on the ground. Basically calling the Voodoo a fighter bomber. Unfortunately, we're not getting any bombs. And we have no missiles. And we're at 9.3. And at 9.3, we're going to get wiped out. And also, the plane maneuvers like a wallowing pig. Now you're probably going, whoa, what? What? It maneuvers like a wallowing pig? Yes, it does. This has the flight model, as far as I can tell, of the F-3H-2 Demon. When the Demon first came out, it couldn't turn and keep its nose pointed where you were going at all. The flight model got better. With an ace crew and ace everything, it became a beast as far as being able to fly properly. Weapons still a little bit lacking, but given that, it became much better. Now we've got the F-101C, and it has guns for 20mm cannons with 800 rounds of ammunition. And that's it. Modifications, guns. That's it. We've got no other weapon. Now, yeah, the armored targets will penetrate quite well. I mean, from 500 meters, you can punch 23 millimeters of armor, or 20 millimeters of armor, which might be enough to take out anti-aircraft tanks and light armored vehicles, but it's not going to take out a MBT or even a medium tank. The armor on the roof is just a little too thick. The only use for this is air-to-air combat. And with its current maneuvering capability, you're going to have a rough time. I mean, literally, you're going to have a very rough time with this aircraft. Now, what I would have liked to have seen is maybe the F-101C being a premium and the F-101B being the tech tree version. Now, the B was a two-seat, missile-armed Voodoo. It was used in the air defense role, basically tied to NORAD, North American Air Defense Command. And it had 6 AIM-4 Falcon missiles. Now that means it could have the radar-guided AIM-4F, or it could have the AIM-4G heat seekers. Either with 6 of them, it's going to be quite similar to the F-106, but the F-106 has a gun. The F-101B didn't have a gun. But we're back with the F-101C, and we have guns, but the inability to keep your nose on the target. So at 9.3, this plane is vastly over-tiered. The F-4D1 is a better plane. The F-3H2 is a better plane. The F-106A is a severely better plane. The only thing going for it is the F-101 is fast. Not as fast as the F-106, and roughly the same speed as the F3 or F8U2. Top speed 848 knots. The F8U2 is faster at 1,098 knots. The F-100D is better armed, 4 guns, same amount of ammo, 800, and missiles. The F-104A at 9.3 has missiles. Where is it? Yeah. The FJ-4B at 8.7 has missiles. And again, the F-3H2 has got missiles. And it also has semi-active radar homing missiles. The F-101C is out of its league. It is a 8.7 9.0 plane. Preferably 8.7 because it is guns only and has no countermeasures. Now I've flown it in test flight and I do believe that it needs a adjustment to the flight model. And I know that this was low on Gaijin's priority list just to get the model out and then fix it later. Now the reason I say that is because they had so many other aircraft that they brought in. Where is it? There you go. They've got the MiG-29K, KR. They've got the J-22. I haven't flown that yet, so I don't know how it's going to fly. And let's see, Italy. There we go. You've got this plane, the M346 FA Master. Yeah, Master. And that's kind of very high on the rating for a plane that's basically a strike trainer. I mean, Gaijin was spending a lot of time getting premiums into the game. The F-14D. Now they already had a basic proven flight model. You've got the F-14B, which is basically the same plane, but the D model has upgraded avionics. It's got better radar and a different type of Phoenix missile, which not really. It's the same missile, it's just got a different cooling method. But the F-101, what I would love to see is the B model come in, and they could put that in as another one like this plane, a event vehicle. But it's got 6 missiles. Even if they are the AIM-4s, which are absolutely ridiculously horrible, and I still don't know why the Air Force stubbornly stuck to that. Well, yeah, I do. Pride. Pride and stupidity. But another plane I would love to see come in the F-101 line is the RF-101. Now you're probably going, the RF-101, the recon plane? Yes. Gaijin needs to make a game mode where reconnaissance is a thing. Where getting battle damage report or target acquisition, target mapping is done with recon aircraft. I mean, we had F-8 Crusaders, which were recon planes. We had RF-101s. I'm sure that we've got MiG-25. They made a recon version of the MiG-25. I would love to see that. High up and flying fast and taking pictures. It's just something to look at as far as what can be done. I would love to see a recon mission. Make it a standalone where it's 1v4. And your job as the recon plane is to make the turns. And the 4 are AI. I know. Wish in one hand, poop in the other, and see which one gives you a full hand. This is Subdude signing out. Y'all have a pleasant today, a better tomorrow. We'll catch you in the sky in air realistic on the good maps, of which there are still too damn few. Subdude. Out!